So we're going to start making the download a bit better. And I want to divide download into like an upload, I mean, from uploading from the internet and uploading from the socket connection. So not only do I want to, do upload for my file, I also want to do like an upload, actually it's kind of a download, isn't it? But I'm gonna do upload because I want to do download for my own computer, right? And that's gonna be later on. So I'm gonna do upload for local uploads and upload for remote upload. So if I want to upload into the machine from like github.com/something, right? So how would I go about that? Technically, the client doesn't need to change. What needs to change is here in our commands. Now this is quite a bit big, so I want to remove all of this and put it in the new function. Well, right now I'm just going to comment it out and put it here. So what do I want to happen when we reach this upload? We're going to have two keywords, right? So we're going to do like this for upload, and then we're going to put the type of the upload, so if it's local upload or if it's like a remote upload. And then we're going to put either the URL, right, if it's a remote upload, right? Or we're going to put, if it's a local upload, we're just going to put the name of the file, right? And we can put our destination. And I guess our destination can be important so that we can, create files with the names that we want, right? So how do we do this? We need to first get all three arguments. So we're going to do a match. We're going to do match args.get 0. That's the first argument. And if you remember, the first argument was just after the upload. So in this case, it's going to be some. I'm going to do utype for upload type, and we're going to do something. If this is none, I'm going to do a println. Please specify an upload type. Okay, we're going to we're going to do an OK. Now here, we need to, why there's no one here? Well, I'm streaming on Twitch and on YouTube, and you're on YouTube right now, so, and there are not many people on YouTube, so that's probably why no one's there. But, and you can see the links in the description of the video, by the way. If you click on the website, I'm going to edit the video because I messed up the link to the Twitch stream. Okay, so I saved it now. Description of the video is saved, I believe. Let's check it out again. Yeah. So if you scroll down to the description of the video, you'll see Twitch stream. Click there, you'll go to the Twitch one. Okay. So continuing here. So we have the utype, which is our upload type. Now we're going to do a match for args.get 1. And this will be the URL or the file name. So I'm just going to put file path. And if this is none, we are going to print file name or URL must be supplied. And then finally, we're going to do the args3, which is the destination. Now, maybe you don't need destination if you want to make it the same name. So what we're going to do is let mutable destination equals this, make it a string. Now, if let some argdest, so the destination in the argument, equals args.get 2, because that's number 2. So if this is the case, now destination becomes the argdest. And now what's the issue here? So some here. Oh. And I'm just gonna make this a reference. Okay, so I'm gonna end with an okay here so that it doesn't complain anymore. And one here too. So and now we're going to create a new function called async fn process upload. And what do we need? We need the same thing for before, I think. We're going to need, obviously, our we need everything. We're going to need our U type, which is going to be string reference. We need our file path, same thing. We need our destination, same thing. And we'll also need our clients, which is a client, which is a mutable reference to client list. We need our session number, I believe, and that's it. And the reason we need our clients and our session number is because we want to use what's in our models. We want to use the write file, right? Because we're writing the file anyway. There's a better way to do this, though. Okay, there is a better way to do this where I just tell the client that it needs to download a file, and the client goes and downloads a file. But I can also do it here, but the problem with doing it here is that I'm basically downloading the file myself and then transferring it normally. Right? But I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine for now. It's simplified. Well, it's the same thing. It's just I already started doing this. The difference is that I download it here first, and then I have to still basically upload it to the files to the system. But this can be really useful, actually. This is actually a actually, yes, I actually want to do it this way because we're going to have another function, which is a download, which we can download things from the other server into our own computers. And maybe we'll also include a remote download where we tell the client to download from a specific place. And having these two makes it so that if we're connected to a machine, for example, in our local network, which doesn't have access to the internet, right? Or that has restricted access to some places on the internet, whatever, we can download it to our machine and transfer it over our socket, and it will work. So I think this is actually not a bad idea. So let's start doing this. So let's process upload. Okay, so now I'm going to do a match utype, and if this is L, or I guess local, right? We're gonna do local upload. If this is R or remote, we're going to do remote upload. Okay, great. And if this is not none of them, we're just going to return okay for now. Or we're going to print invalid upload type. And then do an okay. So now here, we're going to create another function. So async fn local upload, which is going to receive pretty much everything that this receives, and is going to have, I guess, this. So now I can just paste this in here because it's going to be the same. Args doesn't exist. Okay. Oh, well, it doesn't need to actually have this because we already supplied the args, which is... Oh, this actually doesn't need the utype. This just needs the file path, destination and clients. So we don't need this or this for that matter, right? And we don't need this or this. Okay, so file name. Well, I guess here it is called file name, so that's fine. And now we have to return a result because that's what we used to do in the other one. And that's it, I think. Okay, now let's work on this one. So now for the local part, obviously I want to do another match to check if, or do I even? I don't need to. I can just do a local upload and file name, which is file path, destination, client, session number, dot await. That's it. And process upload also returns a result. And now for the remote upload, what we need to do is, I'm just going to copy this into a remote upload. And again, we need a file, the file path. We need our destination. We need clients, and we need our session number. Dot await. Awesome. And okay, so we need this. So what's the issue now? Returns a result, that returns a result. Oh, I'm gonna put as str so that we don't have problems with this. And it looks good. Now we just need to work on the actual upload functions. This process upload, by the way, is what's gonna be done here. Not here, sorry. So it's gonna be done here. Process upload, and we're doing the utype, the file path, the destination and clients, and the session number. Great. Dot await. Okay, and we actually don't need the okay. We can just return this because this result is what we want anyway. Okay, let's start with the local upload because this is the easiest one to fix. Because we're just not using the destination. Everything else works like we did before. So where's our write file? Here, file name is byte. So what we're going to do is file name is used to read and then to write to. So I'm going to make this mutable, and it's going to tell me I don't need to make it mutable. Yeah, but that's because it doesn't know that right now I'm going to do if destination.length is bigger than 0, then file name equals destination. Awesome. And now file name is the destination, and we are doing that. Great. What else? Now we can do the remote. Now for the remote, we just fuck all of this because none of this matters. And we need to introduce a new crate. I'm going to be using request because I've used it before and it was pretty decent. You can also use hyper and everything, but I like request. I think hyper is more lightweight though, but I've never used hyper before, so there's that. Okay, so let's start doing this. So I'm just gonna wait for this to check it. I'm pretty sure it's request get, but I still want to wait for this to finish so that we can know for sure. And I will take this time to just go through chat a bit and see if anything is happening. Yes, I can. Oh, awesome. Okie dokie. How to get people to not watch your YouTube stream. Tell them to go to the Twitch stream. Awesome. Okay. So, it's taking too long. I'll just do it myself. Oh, there we go. Get is here. URL. Yes. So, remote upload. I'm going to call this file path because it's just, you know what? I'm going to call it URL. And I will get the URL. And this returns a result, right? It returns, Jesus, get. Come on, get. There you go. Returns a result, yes. So we're going to match this, and we're going to do OK response. And I'm just gonna do an OK for now before we continue. And if this is an error, we're going to do a little print. And we're gonna say error downloading file. And we're gonna do an OK as well. So now this should not be, oh, we forgot to await this. I always forget to await things. Thank God that these errors are actually pretty decent. Okay, now let's use the response. So for now, we might as well always require the destination actually. So I'm going to do if let, no, I'm going to do if destination.length is equal to, well, is equal to 0. We're going to do a print ln destination cannot be empty, and we're going to do an OK, and we're going to do an else. So if we do have a destination, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing basically what we do here. So the write file and the read. So you know what? I'm going to put these two upload async fn. So we have the process upload, we have the remote upload, we have the local upload, and we're going to do upload file, including this. And we're going to include a client, which is a client. We're going to include a I'm thinking what the best way to do this is, because I'm going to get a client. I need the client. I also need the session number, I guess. Maybe I don't. Maybe I actually don't need any of this. Do I? Maybe I don't need any of this, because maybe all that I need is actually the client. Right? Because with the client, I can do the write file. Oh, of course, I also need the file name. But other than this, I don't actually need this, because what I can do is I don't need this part, because I can just return the error. And again, I don't need this part, because I can just return the error. So, with this in mind, and this has to return a result, and I'll do that. And now, oh, of course, I also need the data. Jesus. Oh my God. There we go. I also need the data. The file name actually does not need to be mutable this time. And I can do this. Okay. And now here, what I can do is, great, I can do match, or rather, if upload file, so I'll pass in the client, the file name, and the data await dot is error. So if it's an error, I can do this directly. And I will error. Right? Now I'll do an else and do an OK. I might as well just do a match here. A match looks a bit cleaner, I think. So match if it's an OK, but I don't care about what's in here. But still, if it's OK, we're gonna do this. Sorry, no. If it's an, I'm an idiot. If it's OK, our return is gonna be OK. If it's an error, we're gonna do this and do that. I think it looks a bit cleaner than the if else thingy. Okay, so we did the local upload. We did the upload file here. Now let's actually fix the remote upload, which is what we wanted in the first place. We still need to pass in this. So we need to do the upload file with our client. with our file, with our file name, which is our destination actually, and our data. And our data is just going to be the response, the bytes response. And I'm just going to, do I need to await this? So upload file dot await. We need to, do we need to await this and then unwrap this? I'm just going to await and wrap for now, at least. Okay, so we need to get a guard. So let, you know what, I'm just going to copy this. Just easy. Expected evacuate. Oh, you did expect evacuate? Can I do it like that? I'm just going to do bytes.await.unwrap.toVec. It's just easier this way. And upload file then .await. This should be good. And I have a feeling. I'm back from YouTube. Welcome, Carlot. Welcome. Carlo, sorry, I'm an idiot. Is it Carlo or is it Carlot? I'm sorry if I'm being an idiot. I just didn't know. Okay, so I think we're good. So let's just figure out if it works, right? Everyone just wants to figure out if it works. Let's figure out if it works. So let's do a cargo build. Well, it's only going to build a server because the client I didn't actually do anything with. And let's try to figure out something to download. What do I have here? Maybe I'll just download something from Chrome Pass. So so let's download create.py. Let's make it raw. So this is the URL. Copied it. We could also download like this, or actually this, the whole thingy there. But let's just do this because it's just easier right now. Oh, and request uses hyper. So I mean, if you were using hyper by itself, it would probably be a bit simpler, but whatever. But yeah, we can download anything. We could download a zip file if we want to. Oh, there we go. So we copied the address. So this is a master.zip. So I'm just going to try this. Yeah. Server. So target debug. Let's open up the server. It doesn't matter where the server is, but let's put the client back here. So let's delete these two. Let's actually put it in documents here so that we can clearly see that there's nothing else in here. So we're going to execute the, we'll do it in a bit. So we'll execute the client. So let's copy again. So download zip, copy address. So let's try this again. So sessions, we have one active session, session 0. So we are here with our VPN, malware, blah, blah, in the client. So let's try upload. Please specify an upload type. So let's say I specify P. A file name or URL must be supplied. Oh, but this is a wrong upload type anyway. But let's say I do this, invalid upload type. Great. So now I do upload type R for remote, or we could type remote as well. Let's just say R. And now error downloading file. Oh, oops. So let's copy this and paste it here. Now it's going to say the destination cannot be empty, and that's true. So let's just call it chromepass.zip. Let's see if this works. This might take a while. You know what? While this is working, I'm just going to copy this to my host system just to check if the speed I'm noticing is due to the VM being slow as fuck. Because if that's the case, I can live with it because it's still fine. But then it doesn't really, mean anything else. But if there's something else going on, I kind of want to figure that out, right? So let's do this here. I'm running it on my host machine now. There we go. Let me actually copy it from here because I'm going to be using the same. I'm going to use the exact same line. But no, it's slow here too. So it's something I'm doing wrong here somehow, somewhere. And I don't exactly know where yet, but I'll have to figure this out. Because it used to be really fast. So I must have changed something that I cannot remember. What did I change? What did I change? Meanwhile, we're still waiting for this to complete. I wonder what I changed in here to make this go bad, essentially. Maybe this is too low. Maybe I should just put it like that. Maybe it is because this is too low. In fact, let's actually put, let's do this. I think this is a bit better nowadays. We don't need smaller ones. In fact, I think this is still a bit low, but on the low side. But let's try this out in a bit after this is finished. Gee, this is taking time. You know what? I'm just gonna browse through the code again while this works. How big is this, by the way? You know what? I'm going to cancel this, and I'm actually going to try compiling this again and figuring out if it is because of that or not. Let's just delete this here. Day 2, there we go. So target, debug, client and server. Let's just, client and server. Let's copy this out. So client goes here, server goes here, I guess. Doesn't really matter. So let's open up the server. Let's open up the client, and let's see if this goes a bit faster. So I'm just going to copy from my host machine because I still have it here. Come on. Come on. Okay. So that wasn't it. Oh no, it was it. There we go. File uploaded successfully. Now, see, we have Chrome file, and this was 13,953 kilobytes. So this was a lot bigger than the other one. Let's try. Now I'm curious. Let's move. I'm an idiot. Let's move. Where's our? Here. Let's just move our 7-zip installation into the server here. Let's call it like A. Doesn't matter. And again, it's not here in the client. It's just here. And let's try doing the upload. Now local upload, because now we need the local upload. A.exe. There we go. That was instant almost. And now if we go here, it's here, and it works. Awesome. And Chrome Pass, I'm pretty sure if I extracted files to here, that the files would be fine, but we'll see. There we go. Everything is here. Awesome. So now our download is working. This did weird things. And now I actually don't get how this is happening right now. I really don't. Because let me show you something. This is so dumb. Maybe it has something to do with how things are being transferred. Maybe I need to encrypt traffic, and that's very much doable. Maybe it's like a behavioral thing. It's definitely not static analysis, and that's really easy to take care of anyway. But I'm just building it for release so that we can have a fair comparison. Meanwhile, let me just check chat really quick. I'm here to see Nala, so amazing how much you know though. Thanks. I mean, I don't know. I think some people know more than me, but I love sharing what I know anyway. Miguel Alves, yes, I do like to code in Windows. And, well, I need to code in Windows when I'm making things that are specifically for Windows. It just makes testing it a lot easier and just better. But I like coding in Linux too. But most of what I do is actually, like for work as well, is actually for Windows. So I mostly use Windows to code, actually. I use Linux a lot as well, especially for pen testing and all right, yeah, especially for pen testing, but and some malware analysis as well, but I use Windows a lot. Okay, this is taking its sweet time. Oh, I was going to tell you how to make the little window not show up. So you know the window when you click on... Oh, there's no client anymore. Ah. Like here, so when you click on client, this little window that shows up, how to get rid of that window. So we go into client, and we are basically telling Rust to compile it. So it's basically for like what you would do with a graphical user interface application. So you need to include this Windows subsystem. It already tells me here equals subsystem, and in this case, the subsystem is Windows. Now, when you do this, when I'm going to be recompiling this again, it's not going to take too long. There we go. So now, I'm going to click on server. So I have the server. Now, when you double click on client, boom, there we go. I received the connection. There's no window because it's not a console application anymore. So sessions I0, everything is working like it was before. So I can do back. It's still here. I should also implement a kill. We don't have this yet. But I'll do that later on. So exit, and now it's not here anymore. And I haven't implemented exit yet, but that's for a different time. So we completed everything we wanted to do today for the coding part, at least, which was improving the downloads, the upload, I mean, so that we could upload from within the socket. Well, we're always doing it through the socket, but so that we could upload from a local file or upload from an API or the internet. Now, what I wanted to show you is I wanted to go in VirusTotal and check how this is being detected, or if it is. It might get detected, actually, but we'll see if it is. The console version, okay, it is. Signet. But that should be it. Signet, there's no getting around Signet. I mean, it's a hit or miss kind of thing, really. Signet and Silence, where's Silence here? They are, I think Signet is the one I'm thinking about, right? I think it's the AI based one. I don't want this. I want this, I guess. Oh wow. We couldn't get like you know, other things that didn't look so clearly like, stock pictures. I think. Are these the actual employees? I'm sorry if they are the actual employees, but these look like those people that pose for these kinds of pictures, and like that you purchase like a company like a photography thing to have like these like stock people there. Looks like it, but I mean I'm sorry if it's actually them. Mhm. Okay, I don't really want to go super into how it actually works, but I thought Signet. Can I get a demo of Signet? I've never tested Signet, so there's that. Autonomous breach protection platform. So like it kind of is, but mm. But I think the philosophy behind Signet is very similar to the one behind. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I'm gonna make this a bit bigger. Martin Martins Diogo. Okay, right. Can we also code this into Linux? Oh yeah, sure. Actually, this works in Linux. There's nothing platform dependent here, except okay. Obviously, you'd have to remove this, but other than that, everything here is. I mean the paths, I guess. Like this, instead of PowerShell, you would do like Bash, right? But in but we could definitely do that. Actually, we should do that at a later stage. So I'm planning for next stream, we might just refactor the whole thing, right? Because in our server, we have our commands in one place, our main in here, and then our models here. And for the client, we have everything in the same file. And I want to divide this so that, it's cleaner. So we're going to do that next stream, and maybe include a new feature or so. Like maybe the commands so that you can exit through the terminal and you can kill sessions and so on. And then after that, I actually wanted to include the string encryption because we need to encrypt strings. Well, we don't need to, but it would be nice to encrypt these strings, every string really, so that static analysis doesn't see PowerShell and stuff like that. And we're going to be encrypting all the strings and then decrypting them runtime. And we'll also increase and we'll also change the start file and start data, right? Because it's probably not going to happen, but it could. It's possible for a file to have this string in it, and then when it's read, because it reads all the binary data of the file, when it's read, it may trigger, like if it has an over, for example, it may end before it's over, due to the fact that it has that string in there. So we're going to change these strings to like bigger strings as well. That are pretty much going to be unique, and the encryption, and the encryption is also going to make it obviously a bit more stealthy, but it will also work with our own files, right? So that's great. Now, file up. So and then after that, we're going to make this into Linux as well. We might have a little. We're going to have a little like. Conditional thing based so that we can build. So we're probably going to make like a little build script so that we can build it for Windows or we can build it for Linux really quickly. And the only changes we need to do is really this. like changing this instead of doing with PowerShell, doing it with something like Bash, and then removing this. That's all we need to do to make this into Linux. And of course, changing the args because Bash doesn't have these, right? But other than that, like that's pretty much everything we need to do. But yeah, let me check chat again. Oh, nice, thank you. No worries. And yeah, this concludes the coding section of the stream. If you guys, I don't know if you guys have any questions or if you want to do anything specific. I was also thinking, like, I don't know who was suggesting it. Someone suggested that I play some games, and there are some hacking related games too. So if you guys want to try any, you can let me know as well. Or if you want me to try any and tell you how it went or something. It's up to you.